So far within this course, we've just been looking at the basic default theme that came with WordPress when we set WordPress up. So within this lesson, we're going to jazz it up a little bit and add in custom theme, customize it, and really make it our own. Customize the theme that we have, as well as install brand new themes. So we're going into our dashboard. Under all of these posts, media, pages, comments, our next option is appearance, and this is where we can begin to customize our theme. So as we can see here, we've got some default themes already added in. So we've got 2015, 2014, and it's got a thumbnail here so we can see what it looks like as well. And we're able to add in new themes over here, and we can drag and drop new themes as well. So we can search and add new ones. So working with themes, so these are the default ones. We can do a live preview, and this will show us what our website with content and all, what it will look like when we're using this theme. So we can see that it is quite a bit different. We've got this menu here on the left hand side, 2016, we have a menu on the right hand side, and so on. So we're able to preview it, and then while we're previewing it, we're actually able to customize it. So if we wanted particular color for the title, so if we wanted a red title, we could do that. Background, update the background, yellow. So I'm not going to actually save these, but this is just to illustrate how easy it is to make these changes. You can also add brand new heading there. So again, going into our default images, I can add a heading. So headings are a particular size. So this is where we crop the image. And so showing up this as the new heading, going back in background image. So again, we can customize our background image and so on. So here we've got our background image. We can do, by default, it's tiled. So we can change it. We can tile it horizontally, tile it vertically, position it center, position it right as well. And then we've got some CSS there, so fixed and scroll and so on. Once we've done all of these changes, we've got it looking the way we want to do it, we can just save and activate. And simply by pressing that, now when we go to our local host, actually we see it over here as well, this is what our site now looks like. So not exactly ideal, and obviously this is not what we want a website to look like unless we were building it in the 1990s, the yellow background, this big text. So obviously we still need to do some customization, and whenever you have a theme, you can always customize it. And that's another really cool thing about WordPress, because they've added in this ability to quickly customize your themes. So we can actually change it back. So I'm going to change it over to 2015 and do a live preview of that, and we'll eventually activate it. And this is because we're able to do this so easily because of the way WordPress actually structures the content, because it's a database-driven website. So their content is actually structured via these posts, and it works independently of the theme and styling. And this is a great way to create content because it really just does give you so much flexibility. So if I've got menus, I can add in a menu. So maybe I could just call it my menu. Here I've got the ability to do a primary menu as well. So this is available in the dashboard to create menus. And menus are going to be really good for pages and to help with navigation as well. So I can go back out here and widgets. So here we've got ability to customize our widget areas. So we've got all of these search widgets. So this is what we have up here. You can add in a title there, and it'll show you exactly how that's going to look like. Recent posts, so my posts, how many posts we're going to show. So if we only want to show one post, we could do that as well. And we see that right when we make our changes, it updates. Recent comments. so I can remove out the comments. So if I don't like those comments, and if you watch my previous lesson, you know I really don't like those comments, so I just simply removed those out. There's archives as well. So usually, depending again on how you're structuring your site, I don't always like archives. So again, usually that's one of those things that I will remove. Here I've got my categories. So default title is categories. I can show them as a drop-down list if that fits into my site structure. One of the things that I do find useful is showing post counts. So this gives the ability, so if somebody is browsing your site and they see these categories and they see maybe one category is a lot of posts, that's usually a way to attract people to click into those categories, that they see how much content there is. And then over here we've got our meta, so we've got our meta title as well. So a lot of stuff with widgets, and we're going to get into widgets in the upcoming lessons as well. And here we've got that static front page, so if we want to have a static front page, we can do that setting as well. So much like a lot of the stuff in WordPress, we've got several options in order to access and do a lot of the same stuff. So a lot of it's a matter of preference. And customizing colors is just really easy with WordPress as well. So usually when you're designing websites, a good way to go about it is to work on a grayscale. So if you're unsure about the colors that you wanted to use on your website, but you do want to be able to differentiate different parts of your website, so a good rule of thumb is usually to go with those grayscale colors. So I'm going to simply do a save and activate now. And now you can see my website is again totally different. So this left-hand menu scrolls a little bit, and the right-hand one will scroll all the way down. So they're scrolling at different areas, and again we have that option to customize. We can do a new post right away, and then we've got our backup right away. So this is that plugin that we had added earlier. So that's how you customize your themes. I'm going to actually go back to the dashboard and access the appearance that way. But you can see that through these menus, I'm actually accessing the same areas in a lot of different ways. So just like what we had done here, where we customize our site, we're doing the same thing over here. Widgets over here and over here, menus over here and over here, and in multiple places. And the reason that they do this is because a lot of times users like different aspects of access. So some people don't like to use navigation, where they like to use more of interface here, where they can a quick menu, or just over here. So it all depends on how they want to access it. So that's how we customize themes. And again, with themes, if we want to add brand new themes, there's quite a few options for that. If we go to the WordPress website, and online there's tons and tons of different themes that you can access just within the WordPress website themselves. They've got at least 24 here where you can pick and choose. Simply download whichever one you want, or you could search themes. So if I wanted to find technology themes, or maybe I should take a look at what's available here. So when you go add new, you see all the different themes that are available. When I was doing that search, that was actually for already installed themes. So if I had a whole bunch, that I would have to set that up. So we see here that we've already got it installed. We've got popular. We've got over 100 themes here that we can pick and choose from. Some of these you might be familiar with, the older versions, 2010, 2011, 2012, 13, and so on. So we can flip through those. It by default installs the last 3 years, or the current and the last 2. So again, you could pick and do whichever ones you want. So a lot of options again with WordPress. If you have a WordPress.org username, you can get your favorites and access your account there. And you can also customize your search here. So if you want to only find holiday themes, you could filter the themes for holiday filters as well. Really a lot of options going through what's available on WordPress and picking themes. Sometimes it's also a good idea to purchase a theme if you really want some customized functionality, and they usually come with plugins and everything preset. So for anywhere from $10 to $50, sometimes just over $100, you can get a pre-configured theme and everything set and ready to go with WordPress. So those are some really great options. And to install it, if I wanted to install this one, I just do an install. It downloads the package. I can activate it, or I can do a live preview. And some will have options to customize. Some will have more options to customize, and some will have less. And here's that custom page menu that we had talked about earlier. So here's that showing up. Here we've got some posts down here and so on. So again, customize these menus as needed. And when you're ready and you want to activate it, you can just do a save and activate. And then this becomes your current site. And again, it's not removing any of the content, so you don't have to worry about the content part of it, as it is separated. Style and content are separated in WordPress.